Okay guys, I'm back and we are now on page 5-18. We're going to drag and drop colors onto objects. So we're going to go to View on the menu bar and we are going to point to Extras and we are going to hide frame edges. Makes it a little bit easier to see what's going on. Now we're going to drag and drop the green swatch on top of the blue frame and then release the mouse button. So we are going to get this green swatch, click, drag it, and drop it. And you'll see that it immediately is filled with green as shown in figure 26 or mine on the screen. We're going to click the eye icon on the photo layer on the layers panel. So you want to go to your layers panel. On the photo layer, we're going to click the eye icon off, and that toggles the visibility. And we're going to drag the pink swatch to the inside of the white frame. So we're going to look for pink, and we're going to click drag, and we're going to drop it right here in the middle. I don't think we want to do that. I think I accidentally hit one of their boxes that I did not want to hit one of their frames. See if this works. There we go. So you drop it right in the middle, that will get that entire frame. And you'll see the fill changes to pink. Now going on page 5-19, we're going to get the selection tool. We're going to hit the click on the center of the pink frame. Then note the fill and stroke buttons on the tools panel. So if you look at the bottom of the tools panel, which are just incredibly small, I think, you'll see the fill is pink and the stroke is black. This fill button is activated. It is on the front of the stroke button, which it is. We're going to press X to activate the stroke button, and you'll see that what happens there when you click on X, that automatically switches the fill to the stroke or the stroke to the fill, depending on which one is not currently activated. So we've got X to activate the stroke button, which it's activated, and then we are going to click gold on the swatches panel, and you'll see that the stroke now is gold. The inside of that frame, or the fill, is pink. We're going to click the swap fill and stroke button on the tools panel, which is this little double-headed arrow down here. And you'll see what happens then is the colors are swapped, and the stroke color is now pink and the fill color is now gold. We're going to click the default fill and stroke button on the tools panel. That's right down here at the very bottom. And you'll see that the fill color of the selected frame is removed. Again, you remember you had that white frame initially selected, but we have the frame selected. The fill color is removed and replaced with no fill, and the stroke changes to black as shown in figure 27 or mine on the screen. Now we're going to press X again. This time we want to activate the fill color. We're going to click the paper swatch on the swatches panel. Then compare your work to figure 28 or mine on the screen. Now we're going to work on applying color to text. We're on page 5-20 at number 1. We're going to get the selection tool and we're going to click on the twist and shout text frame. Then we're going to click the formatting effects text button on the tools panel. I'm going to make sure we're on the tools panel. And we want to go down here to this little T, and you'll see that that's the formatting effects text, or J is the quick key. We're going to click on that. And you'll see that the fill and stroke buttons display the letter T. Well, actually the fill button just displays the letter T, indicating that any color changes will affect the text in the selected frame, not the frame itself. So we're going to go to the swatches panel and we're going to click on gold. And you'll see again, because we had that little T in the box, it changed the text all to gold. Had we not had that T activated, it would have changed the box that the text was sitting in to gold. Now we're going to click on the Amazing text frame. You'll note that the Formatting Effects Container button is active on the Tools panel because you have selected a frame. It is not active, but I will make it active. I must not have selected the text frame. Yeah, I think I did. Then we're going to get the Type tool, and we are going to select all of the text in the Amazing text frame. When you select text with the Type tool, the Formatting Effects Text button on the Tools panel is automatically activated. So had I not done that, it would have been activated after we selected it. Then we're going to click pink on the Swatches panel. We're going to click on the Selection tool. We're going to click the Maverick text frame. We're going to click the Formatting Effects Text button. Then we're going to click the green 25% swatch on the Swatches panel. And then your document should resemble figure 30 in the textbook or mine on the screen. All right, now we're going to create black shadow text. So we're going to click the empty box for the eye icon on the photo layer. So you want to go back up to the layer and you want to click on that eye icon to toggle on visibility. And then we're going to assess the legibility of the text in the 3 text frames against the background graphic. The text is legible, but some letters like the M in Maverick are more difficult to distinguish from the background. I'm not seeing that, but I definitely think that we could pump that up a bit. So we are going to put a black background or black box behind, black stroke behind the text. So we're going to click the original black text layer button on the Layers panel. We're going to click the Layers panel Options button. We're going to duplicate layer, which is called Original Black Text. And we're going to double click the name of the new layer on the layer panel to open the Layer Options dialog box. So we want the new layer, which would be the copy. And we want the layer options. We're going to type color headlines. In the name text box, we're going to click the color list arrow and click orange so that your layer options dialog box resembles figure 31 or mine on the screen. We're going to click OK. And then we're going to hide the original text, black text layer. With the color headlines layer still selected, which it is, you'll see that, we're going to delete the Fall 2015 text frame on the color headlines layer since you'll not need a duplicate of this text. So we're going to select that and delete it. We're going to hide the color headlines layer, and then we're going to show the original black text layer. Going on to page 522, we're going to click on the Selected Items button on the original black text layer to select all of the objects on the layer. We're going to click the Formatting Effects Text button on the Swatches panel. And we're going to apply a 100% black fill to all the text. There's black, but we need to bump that up to 100%. And then we're going to deselect all, which you can just click on the artboard and that automatically deselects it. We're going to show the color headlines layer. Then we're going to click the Click to Select Items button to select all the objects on that layer. We're going to click Object on the menu bar. We're going to click Transform and Move. We're going to click the Preview checkbox. We're going to type in -0.04 in the horizontal box. Hit Tab. And we're going to type in -0.04 in the vertical box. Hit Tab. And then we're going to click OK. And you want to compare your work to figure 32 or mine on the screen. And I'll be back in just a moment to finish out these exercises.